Citronas. If I swap game mode, is it going to put me... Should we for science? If I swap game mode, are we going to... Because we were like halfway through the mission yesterday. I wonder if I swap game modes, if it's going to lose our checkpoint. What do you guys think? I mean, it's going to be a while. Like, I don't want to wait around, so we'll just go. Season 2 Edge Runners. I don't know if you saw, but they said that they would like to do another show or anime or whatever in the Cyberpunk's universe. They didn't say Edge Runner 2 specifically, to be fair, but they did say that they'd like to do that. Select class. Here we go. What? I didn't select anything. Oh, did we DC? I did DC. I don't know if we did DC. It just said joining. So, like before, it would say you got kicked and you go back to the... What the hell just happened?
All specs ready to scan.
Oh, why am I in a random group right now? How the fuck do I leave this shit? Why does he get put in a random group? Was you on my Reagan? It'd be funny if your mic was open. I think I have mic turned off. Are you still talking about Azalea? I mean, let's double check now, yeah? Voice chat off. That's push to talk. Oh, it like automatically match makes you? I guess once you select a mission, it just puts you in matchmaking immediately. It's kind of weird. Wait, so you can't solo these? Really? Guess not. Did they nerf XP? I could have sworn this was 4 digits yesterday. Clash with and a randomly selected mission. I want to check out the classes and stuff and customization options for this mode. This is what we're going to be doing a lot of today. I was having to call them pieces of shit, casual. I would never do that. They got tactical, assault. They have their levels and stuff too. Yeah, here we go. Here's the grind. Yeah. Here's a powerful barrier blocking all ranged damage. Reveals enemies in selected area and makes them more vulnerable. She has jump packs. Enhanced dashes and powerful jumps resulting in new combat moves. Well, this is not available. Oh, those guys literally just made like a fucking... Wait, really? You can't change... That's crazy. This guy just doesn't have a secondary weapon, primary weapon. Available weapon types for your class here. Some weapons are available for several classes. The progression is the same across all classes. See all available rarities. Oh, shit, dude. You unlock rarities for the weapons and stuff, too. So there's a progression system here. Gain complete missions to gain weapon XP and unlock new rarities. But are they actually... Oh, they are higher, yeah, for sure. There's different types. Okay, this is pretty fucking pog. There's actually more replayability here than I thought. I haven't looked at it at all yet, Booger. We'll catch up on the WoW 20th anniversary stuff when we're back to WoW. Yeah, probably tomorrow a bit. There's still a bunch of stuff I'd like to do before Season 1. The guy kind of has everything. Who gets to use the Melta? That's like all I care about. There it is. The Melta Loda. But firepower can go above 10. Oh my god. But it's only 8th. It's 10 in the campaign. From what I saw, though, they just like released a bunch of sets. Is that right? It looks like tactical gets like a decent amount, only chainsword. Assault is just, you get jump pack so you can dash in and you just fucking hammer people in the face. And you get 3 armor instead of 2. But like, oh, there's perks and shit. What the fuck? T2 set update? Cool. And then there's DHs as well. Oh fuck, this has more stuff than I thought. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect all this in this mode. A lot of shit to do here. Vanguard allows you to propel to an enemy and then perform a diving kick. Could we solve the Wukong in the Plays command to episode 24? Wukong in the Plays command? Wait, Wukong? Oh, to this game, you mean? Okay. I got you. So you just went balls deep. Yeah, no, honestly, I wasn't expecting this. This is actually exciting. This is fun. There's a built-in, there's a progression system in the game. In this mode, I was not expecting that. SlootPlays. Space Marine 2, episode 24. Go. Done and done, sir. Vanguard. Yeah, the propelling kick. Does he get Meltaloda? Oh, he does get the Meltaloda. This guy might be a good one for me. Thing is, like, hard difficulties, man. Throwing yourself in melee is just such a bad idea. It's just such a bad idea, dude. Dude, the guns themselves have perks, too. What the fuck? Oh, shit. What is this currency, though? Oh, fuck, dude. So the 6 classes, each class has their own perk tree, and each gun has its own perk tree as well. Armor is cosmetic. Gracious, chat. Heraldry. Very cool. Emperor's Science for his trials. Start trials here to sharpen your skills in each class. The first time you complete each trial, you will earn a reward. You can also repeat each trial to hone your combat skills. Oh, I see. Close. Completed in 60 seconds. Okay. This guy has a knife and a sword. Yeah. Haven't you heard of Marine Red Flux? Yeah, honestly, the Melta perks. Perk tree. Magazine increased. Reloads weapon faster. That's big. When your health drops below 30%, your ammo reserve is restored by a full magazine. Cannot exceed maximum ammo capacity. Cooldown is 30 seconds. Damage increased by 10% against terminus enemies. Killing an enemy restores armor 0.5 seconds earlier. When your health drops below 30%, the equipped weapon instantly reloads. Damage increase. Magazine size increase. The first shot after reload increases 10 more damage. Killing an enemy restores armor 0.5 earlier. Reload all weapons 10% faster. All weapons, not just this. While reloading, you do not lose control. Like, do you get all of these? Like, how does this work? It says mastery point 0, so you have to get mastery points to even spec into one of these trees. And I guess you just unlock them as you get experience here. Why is it 27 to 50? What does this add up to? Or 25,700 rather. This is what, 24,500. This is 26k, but it says 25.7k is the max. This must mean you don't get everything. I'm not sure how it works exactly, but it seems to indicate. There's also obviously skins for all these guns too. bad. Video game, not bad. While reloading, you do not lose hits. You do not lose control from heavy hits. After perfectly timed dodge, fire rate increases 25 for 5 seconds. Fire rate increase after perfectly timed dodge. Effective range increased by 3 meters for 5 seconds. Effective range increased by 1 meter. Pretty cool. Alright, so this guy does the propel to an enemy and perform a dive kick. What's bulwark? Gee, I wonder what that could do. Does he even get he gets a pistol and a sword and a shield. What is this? Power fist. Deals a far-reaching wave of damage. Are these all the same? No. These are all different. Power fisting for the next subathon? You bet your ass. What's this thing? Just restores all armor to all squad members in the area of effect. That's pretty good, dude. Yes, Mr. Animal. Good support character. Come here. You want your lunch, don't you? Oh, yeah, you do. Oh, yeah, you do. Sniper. Conceals you until your next attack breaks camo. So that's all the snipey weapons. Heavy. It's a powerful barrier blocking all ranged damage. He doesn't get a melee weapon though. So it seems all the perks in the class tree you'll get just by leveling up to, I guess, level 25 it seems. For each class. I'm not sure how the gun trees work though. I'm also not sure if the guns are like intra-class or inter-class rather. Like if I use Melta-Loda on tactical and level it max, but then Vanguard can also use the Melta-Loda. Is it the upgraded one, you know? I'd assume it is, but look at this cat. Look at this happy cat. You hope it's not? You want to grind each weapon for each class? I don't know about that. There's already enough to grind. There's a lot of weapons in the 6 classes. You guys will see though either way. What speaks to me here? I mean, I like the Melta rifle, so I think anything that's not Melta rifle is kind of out for me right now. Like I don't care about assault and bulwark very much currently, although they do have good things. The scan is so lame. Actually, it's not lame. Doing a damage taken increase is pretty big. TBH. Today my son's birthday today, and I see nothing. Yeah, for a second I actually thought you had a kid. And you also was like, wait, what? Vanguard. I like the combat knife. Vanguard tactical, looking poggers. Sniper I don't care too much about. What is heavy? Heavy doesn't get a melee weapon though, man. He gets the... Wait, he gets a multi-melta as a main weapon? Heavy plasma and heavy bolter. Well, he just gets heavy weapons, period. But you can't reload these weapons? How the fuck does this work? At least in the campaign, you can't reload those weapons. So this guy just runs around with a heavy weapon at all times. Does he get a heavy? No, he gets a plasma. Creates a powerful barrier blocking all ranged damage. No melee weapon though. Can he execute? Can you execute with a melee weapon? I assume you like punch them to death or something. Yeah, I think Vanguard or Tactical for me to start. Allows you to propel. Tactical also gets 3 armor class. Melee finisher additionally deals significant AoE damage. Every 90 seconds, a headshot will instantly kill a Majoris or Extremist level enemy marked by Auspex scan. Recoil reduced. Let's see, I guess, yeah. Primary weapon deals 10% more damage, but your secondary weapon deals 10% less damage. For perfectly timed dodge, you do not lose control. After a finisher, the equipped range weapon reloads automatically. That's pretty nice. When a plasma incinerator is 50% overheated, its damage increases by 30%. After a gun strike, range damage is increased by 25. Recoil reduced. Bolt weapons penetrate one more enemy. After switching weapons, your secondary weapon does 20% more damage. I hate that kind of shit. I hate that kind of design in games. It's like weapon swap for damage. Effect lasts until reloading or switching back to your primary weapon. At least it's not a timed thing. Killing Majora's level or higher enemy restores your primary weapon's ammo by 1 magazine. Cannot exceed 30 max ammo. Cannot exceed max ammo capacity. Cooldown is 30 seconds. Recoil is reduced by 20% for all party members. Range damage is increased by 5% for all squad members. All squad members restore 30% more contested health. Scanning Extremis restores charge by 50%. Perfectly timed parry gives parried enemies a mark for Auspex scan. When Auspex scan is on cooldown, melee damage increased by 50% against Minoris enemies. The mark from Auspex scan lasts 8 seconds longer, base 8 seconds, but Auspex scans ignore Minoris enemies. I don't know if you get all of these. This might just be a choice, right? I don't know. I don't know how it's going to look. We'll see. Scanning 2 enemies with 1 scan restores 1 equipment charge. Enemies marked by Auspex scan take an additional 100% damage, but the mark's duration is reduced by 4 seconds. Enemies targeted by Auspex scan take 25% more equipment damage. Seeing as these are sectioned, you might have to choose just one of these per column, it looks like. Would make sense. Enemies marked by Auspex scan take an additional 25% damage, but Auspex scan's radius is reduced by 25%. Enemies marked by Auspex scan take an additional 100% damage, but they lose the mark when they leave the scanned area. Marked enemies cannot call for reinforcements. Melee finisher additionally deals significant area damage. Headshots will instantly kill. Can't read that. Alright, so that's tag. I mean, he's got some good stuff in there. Let's see what Assault has. Damage from heavy melee attacks executed while sprinting or dashing increased by 25%. Secondary weapon damage increased 15. While performing charge attacks, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back. Damage of charge attacks increased by 15%. After you grabbed or knocked back, you deal 15% more melee damage for 10 seconds. Melee damage increased by 15% against Majoris. This guy's all just melee. Non-finisher gun strikes also restore armor. Killing 15 enemies in rapid succession restores equipment charge by 1 every 3 minutes. Enemies hit by melee attacks then 10% more damage for 3 seconds. That's pretty good for group play. Team. All squad members' abilities recharge 10% faster. All squad members deal 20% more melee damage against Terminus level enemies. All squad members deal 50% more gun strike damage. Ground pounds damage 10%. Jump pack damages enemies along its trajectory. After a finisher, ground pound deals 25% more damage for 10. After a ground pound, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits and cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. Jump pack recharges faster. Fully prepared ground pound deals 20% more damage, but preparation time increased by 25%. Ground pound deals 100% more damage, but its radius is reduced by 50%. A ground pound kill restores jump pack charge by 10%. After perfectly timed dodge using a jump pack, you deal 25% more damage for 5 seconds. Any use of jump pack reloads the equipped ranged weapon. Jump pack leap deals damage to all enemies in the takeoff area. A perfectly timed dodge using a jump pack dash restores jump pack's ability charge. I mean, this guy could be pretty fun too, right? Because he's all about, like, well, jetpack up, nuke down on enemies, AoE a bit, do some slams, jump up again, etc. The only thing is, like, in this game, you get them all. If you look at the max level they unlock at, I mean, it could still be a choice, though, right? I could see you going either way. Now, the thing is, in this game, at least on the difficulty we've been playing on, is, like, sitting in melee is just a death sentence. Like, things hit so hard, including the little ads, that I just... That's why I'm, like, reading through their perks. I don't know on what planet these guys survive in melee, right? Unless there's some kind of, like, health return damage that isn't just armor executes, like, you're just gonna get destroyed. So, like, reading through this is like, yeah, that's cool, like, slam damage and stuff, but shit's gonna hit you. We haven't played with the hammer yet. I don't know if it has, like, a whirlwind. Maybe it has a whirlwind or something, so it kind of kills everything around you. Yeah. But, I mean, we'll just have to see how these modes are. Which one's this? Vanguard? Perk tree. Each melee attack you land reduces the range damage you take up to 15. If you do not land a melee for 3 seconds, the effect ends. Perfect parry window increased by 50%. After you grabbed or knocked back, you deal 20% more melee damage. Deal melee damage increases by 10% against Majoris level and higher enemies. You take 20% less melee damage with 10% more ranged damage. Killing 10 enemies in rapid succession restores equipment charge by 1. 3-minute cooldown. After perfect timed parry or dodge, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back for 5 seconds. The moment your armor is fully depleted, you take 15% less health damage for 10 seconds. Yeah, this guy's like giga tanky. Does he have 3 armor pips? No, he doesn't. When your health is less than 50%, your perfect dodge window is doubled. All squad members deal 15% more melee damage. You can make like an Ook squad with a Vanguard, a shield guy, and a fucking... Like, take a Vanguard, a Bulwark, and an Assault. Just Ook squad. All squad members can restore ability charge by 15% by performing finishers. Melee finishers of extremist enemies additionally restore a small amount of health for any squad member. That's pretty good. See, there's some health return. Not just armor, you get health too. But again, it's still an execute. After a diving kick, you take 10% less range damage for 10. Performing a finisher with the grapnel launcher deals a small amount of damage to nearby enemies. After perfectly timed parry or dodge, you take 15% less health damage for 3 seconds. Diving kick additionally deals damage in a 5-meter radius. After killing 10 enemies in rapid succession, diving kick's damage increases by 25% for 10 seconds. Cooldown is 30. When grapnel launchers on cooldown, weapon damage increase 10. Diving kick additionally deals a small amount of damage to enemies on the way to get to the grapnel launcher's target. Enemies hit by diving kick take 15% more range damage for 10 seconds. That's nice. Grapnel launcher recharges 20% faster. And signature. Performing a finisher with a grapnel launcher restores its charge. Taking lethal damage restores all armor instead of incapacitating you every 3 minutes. You get a cheat death every 3 minutes. Melee kills of Majoris or higher enemies restore health by 1%. That's big too. But I doubt you can get all 3 of these. But there you go. So you get some health return. So this guy's built a little bit for Ook melee. But Assault isn't. Like, Assault needs to be like, jump in, smash, zoom away, smash. You know, like constantly like dipping in and out. We're gonna need a third though. Doesn't look like you could do this with bots. Maybe Can Tiger's around. Although he's probably doing story because public access just started 3 hours ago. Bulwark. We just read Vanguard, yeah. Let's read Bulwark. When your armor is fully depleted, you take 25% less health damage for 5 seconds. When you block a ranged attack, enemies within 10-meter radius take the damage instead. Perfectly timed parry creates a shock area for 5 seconds. Cooldown's 30 seconds. A perfectly timed parry deals area of effect damage within a 5-meter radius. Enemies in shock area take 25% more damage. When your health is less than 50%, you take 25% less health damage. After a shield bash, melee damage is increased by 25% for 5 seconds. But he doesn't get melee, does he? Or is this... Oh, no, he doesn't get a secondary gun. No Melta Loda. you're surrounded by 5 or more enemies, you take 20% less damage from ranged attacks. Non-finisher gun strikes also restore armor. The delay before armor begins to passively regenerate is reduced by 5 seconds. This is base 25 for all squad members. Contested health fades 50% more slowly for all squad members. All squad members take 20% less health damage from terminus level enemies. Shield bash deals more damage. The banner deals a small amount of damage over time to enemies within its area of effect. What's this chapter? Banner restores armor to all squad members. I see, okay. When the banner is activated, it revives incapacitated squad members within its radius. The banner restores armor 300% faster, but its duration is reduced to 5 seconds. After a shield bash, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you can't be knocked back for 5 seconds. All squad members within the banner's area of effect take 10% less damage. Shield bash knocks enemies back and makes them lose control for a longer period of time. When the banner is activated, all squad members regain maximum contested health. All squad members within the banner's area effect deal 10% more damage. When your armor is depleted, a reserve shock grenade automatically detonates at your position every 2 minutes. Perfectly timed parry instantly incapacitates a Majoris or Extremis level enemy every 2 minutes. If you have armor remaining, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back. These perks are kind of whatever. The signature ones. The shield guy looks like seems kind of cool though, to be fair. Why Steam reviews it mixed? Are they really? I don't know. This game's doing a lot of fun. I don't know. What do the reviews say? Sniper perks. Shots against blocking or shielded enemies deal 25% of normal range damage. Maximum amount of ammo you can carry increased by 10. Recoil from bolt sniper rifles and stalker bolt rifles reduced by 30%. Melee damage increased by 10% against Majoris level or high enemies. Remaining stationary for 2 seconds increases your primary weapon damage 20%. Bolt carbines reload 15% faster. You revive squad members 30% faster. Reloading while having low ammo increases melee damage by 15% for 5 seconds. Killing more than one enemy with one shot from a last fusil restores its charge by 1. What does this guy do? Camo. Headshot damage increased by 10% for all squad members. Weapon spread is reduced by 20% for all squad members. A headshot kill restores ability charge by 10% for any squad member. Manually activating camo cloak removes negative status effects. When you're reviving a squad member, camo cloak hides you and the squad members for 5 seconds without spending charge. Cooldown is 30 seconds. When camo cloak deactivates, you take 20% less health damage for 5 seconds.
New subjects.
Call me Z, man. Thanks for gifting a sub. Manually activating camo cloak automatically reloads ranged weapons. The first ranged attack that breaks camo deals 75% more damage.
New subject.
And there's the second sub, man. Thank you. Enjoyed the pistol skin. People are mad about the Epic Games Online services being required. Ugh, whatever. It has nothing to do with the quality of the game. The game is good, chat. After performing an attack that breaks camo cloak, you remain hidden for 2 seconds. A headshot kill restores charge by 5%. The first melee attack that breaks camo deals 100% more damage. Yes, this is not kind of class I like. Not my jam here. Stealthy sniper. When camo cloak deactivates, it startles nearby enemies. They'll temporarily lose control or get knocked back every 30 seconds. That could be good for an AOACC. After perfectly timed dodge, camo cloak automatically activates without spending charge for 5 seconds. Cooldown is 15 seconds. When you receive lethal damage, camo cloak automatically activates without spending charge and become invulnerable for 5 seconds. 3-minute cooldown. So this guy's a cheat death as well. Not available to play today. Performing 4 consecutive headshots restores equipment charge by 1 every 3 minutes. Okay. That guy's meh. That guy's meh.